So today's real estate market update is a bit of a reflection of the last little while. But one thing we want to key on again, which we've been in on, is this average price increase. Now, these are year to date numbers because May we're only in, our fifth day of May. But May we think is going to go along these same trends, up 1.5% in average price compared to the rest of the country. It's very good. We're in the positive. We've been in the positive. We have not been in the negative in average prices for, since 2020 or something
Yeah.
like that, since the COVID days. Total sales are down, but we don't see them trending down as much as they have in the past. They're down just over 11%, 11.5%. That number has been around 15 to 20% for the past 18 months. So we're seeing their sales come up a little bit. They're not quite up to last year's numbers, but they're coming up a little bit. And then the final thing to look at is the new listings. We're starting to see that number of new listings, while it's still very high, we like to see that as investors because then it gives us more competition or more ability to compete on sales. It's under 10% of a decrease.
Mhm.
So we're starting to see more listings come on, and that's a positive for investors.
Yeah, we're hoping now that the sun's out that the spring market really comes about because we're not seeing that flood of inventory come on as of yet. And what we're really seeing out there is that we're losing properties to multiple offers because there's less inventory. There's buyers out there, and I think what's really happening right now, especially in Calgary, the word is out that it's affordable. Calgary is a great place. It's not like Toronto and Vancouver where it's going down. As Tim said, there is confidence in the market, which is really, really good. And we're seeing the upper end, which we're really shocked. We're seeing the upper end really moving. And when we say moving, we went after a house in Christie Park. We talked about this one for 1.4 million, and it went 165,000 over list price. So when you're seeing properties like that, Tim and I went to see a property with two different clients in Bennington, of all places, on the weekend. He went on Saturday with Rahul, and I went out with Peter and Zara on Sunday. And that property had 5 offers on it, and we didn't get it. So we didn't even go for it because
That was a property in the sweet spot. It was a suited half duplex with a legal suite in the basement. No garage, but it's had a legal suite. And it was listed at 499.9. So the realtor listed it in the sweet spot where investors are just jumping on properties.
Yeah. And the week before that, we went to Tuxedo and saw another suite of property, and we loved it. It was a half duplex, and that was listed for 550, and it actually sold for 567 and had 4 offers on it. So once again, in that sweet spot, it didn't take much to get that legal. So that's what's actually happening. If the price is right on these properties, you're getting multiple offers, especially if investors can cash flow. If they can see the end numbers and make sure that it's going to work, the prices are going over list. So for people out there wondering what's happening in the market, I finally think that we're used to Donald Trump now. We're used to these tariffs. We're seeing the war play out, whatever's going to happen there. We think it's going to be around, all this mess is going to be around till Donald Trump's out of office. So that's another couple of years. And we just got to continue. It's business as usual. And at the end of the day, the listings aren't up, but the price is maintaining.
Yeah, and on that note, we're seeing these prices relatively flat for the last year or so. Once prosperity does come back after the Trump years are over, guess what? Canada's economy is going to unleash, and that's going to make Calgary's market boom. So our investors that are getting in the market right now, they're going to be able to experience all of that boom. And it's just something that we like to tell people. They go, "Where's the market going? What do you think it's going to happen?" Canada will boom once we're past these turbulent years of the Trump presidency. So just keep that in mind.